So we have learned about the event handlers. Now let's say that I am having a, so event handlers we have learned it. So I will try to tell you one important concept in the event handlers. Then afterwards we can close this event handlers thing. So here let's say that I am having a div element. Okay, I am having a div element. So inside this div element I am having another div element. Okay, you can apply event handlers to the div elements also, not only for the clickable events. You can add for any element you want, can add the click event. So I am using style, width is equal to 100 pixel and height is also 100 pixel. I will try to give, and background color I will give background color, I will give red. So like this I will give it, and I will make it as an ID. So this one is an outer means parent, and here we'll be having another inner. So here I will give style is equal to width of 50 pixel or 40 pixel, anything you want. So height of 40 pixel, and background color also I will give blue or something like that. And for this one I will give ID is equal to inner. Okay, so this is the HTML. So if you try to see the output of this HTML, where is the output? I can check it. Yeah, so like this we are able to see it, right? So now what I want to do here, so now here we are able to see an outer div that is nothing but a background color of red, and inside this one I am having a div which is a blue color. Now let's try to add an click event listeners to both the parent element and also the child element. So if I try to go into the JavaScript, let's go on to the JavaScript. I'm closing this one. So first take the inner element. So that is nothing but an child element. Document dot query selector of hash inner. I am taking this hash inner. That's it. And where outer is equal to document dot query selector parent one. So I am taking this parent one, outer, hash outer. So I have taken two elements. So what I want to do is I will be having two functions, inner listener. So in this inner listener I will do console.log inner clicked. So that means inner div has been clicked. So I'm having another function, outer listener. So I will try to do, where is this one gone? Function outer listener. So I will do console.log here, outer clicked. So this is the two methods I am having. So now inner dot add event listener, I am adding event listener to this one. Inner dot add event listener, when click is happened I want to execute the inner listener. So this is the thing which we have learned it of. So now let's try to see the console, and if I click on this one, so I'm able to get the inner click. If I click on the outer, so I am not able to get any output. Why? Because we haven't added any event listener to the outer. So fine, I have clicked on this inner, I'm able to get the inner click. So that is nothing but a child. So now let's try to apply the outer listener also. So outer dot add event listener of click outer listener. So I will try to add outer listener. So now when I try to add this one, console over to console output. So now when I try to run with JS, if I click on this one, see here inner had clicked and outer clicked. So up to now I didn't press down the outer click. So here this is the red color is an outer thing. So if I click here, outer click is firing. But when I click on the blue, both the blue and red both are firing. But I haven't clicked on the red thing. So I am clicking on the blue thing only. So here what it is happening is the event will be, this is called as an event bubbling. So the event will bubble to the top of the root element here. Here it will fire. So here in this example, when I click on this inner element, so when I click on this inner element, so this is the inner element I am clicking. When I click on this inner element, that means indirectly you are clicking on this outer element only. So this inner element is present in the outer element only. So now outer element also will fire. Outer element, if you are filing, means if the body is there, means if the body has any click event, means this body also will fire. So like this, the event will propagate. This event will propagate up to the root element. So like this, it will go on propagate. Why? Because these are all tree structure. These are all available one inside the other only. So when you click on an inside element, that is nothing but you are clicking the inside element which is present in that parent, and in that parent and in that parent you are clicking. So indirectly you are clicking on this div only, which is present inside this one. You can't think that you are clicking on only the blue. This blue is present inside the red only. So that means indirectly when you are clicking on the blue, without knowing you are clicking on the red also. Okay. So that is why we are able to click outer click. So this is called as an event bubbling. So in order to stop this one, so what can we do? Okay. In order to stop this one, so we can do, whenever you are adding an event listener to this one, so this event listener will pass an argument to this one. Okay, will pass a parameter for this one. So that parameter is nothing but an event. So this one you can store it in a variable event. You can save it as an event, whatever the variable name you can have it. So this is normally you'll save it as an event only. So whatever the variable. So now here this event listener will pass a parameter that is nothing but an event, and event will have some pretty handy methods. Okay. So this one is also event, is also object. This one will have some pretty handy methods. For example, if I click on this one, so this is an object which you are able to see. So this is all is a complete object. So this event will have a pretty handful methods in this one, and you can make use of this object. Now here you will be having one method that is nothing but a stop propagation. So you can use event dot stop propagation. Okay, so you will be having method stop propagation, something like this you'll be having. So stop propagation. Okay, I don't know whether it is correct or wrong. Let's try to see it. So stop propagation, when I click on this element, let's stop this one, console.log. So now here let's clear it. If I click on this one, see this time only inner click is only firing. If I click on the outer, so whichever we are whatever the thing you are firing, so that one only is getting executed. Why? Because for the inner listener we are trying to say that don't propagate this click event to your parent elements. We are trying to say that one. So this is nothing but a stop propagation. You can also check that whether the event will be bubbled or not by using event.bubbles. So you will be having, so pretty methods will be there in this one. So event.bubbles. So it will return you true or false. I think I didn't remember. So if I click on this one, it will return true. That means this event will be bubbled to the top. So like this also you can have it. And there are also some important methods also available in this one. For example, if I want to get this clicked element, so this is the element which I have clicked, that is a div element, right? So I can use console.log event.target, I think event.target. So I will be able to get this. If I click on this one, I will be able to get the same object. So the same object, that is nothing but that element object. How you will be getting through the query selector, I will be able to get it. Now I want to change this one to yellow, means I can use something like event.target.style.background color. I can use it and I can turn it to yellow. So that means whatever the element you have clicked it, we can turn it to yellow like this. If I click on this one, means you, for this one also you will get an event, and here also you can turn it to, I can take this one and I can paste it here, and I can turn it to something like green. So whatever the color tag you want, you can mention it. You can mention RGB, hexadecimal, all these things also you can mention it, not a problem. So now if I try to click on this one, so it has turned into yellow. If I click on this one, this has turned into green. So like this we can capture the clicked element, the target element. So whichever we have clicked it, so we can target that element and we can do the all manipulations again. So you can style it, you can do the display none, so you can make it hide, display is equal to none, you can use it. So that means automatically this one will be this one will disappear. So like this you can play with that one with using the CSS. So like this we can do it. So we can apply a margin, we can apply a padding, everything we can do it. Whatever thing you want it, you can do it. So this is all about the event bubbling concept. So event variable. So you can catch this one. So you also have so many options also. So where the user has been clicked, if you want to get that one, means so maybe you'll be having event.clientX. So that means it will give you the X coordinates. So where the user has clicked. So 27. So client Y means it will give you the y-axis coordinates where the mouse has been clicked. The mouse clicked position, it will give you this position. So like this, we have so many options will be there. You can refer those all options. But this is one of the important concepts. So the event bubbling concept. So when you are trying to see so many times, you'll be able to get this one. So event is firing twice, or when I'm clicking on this, some other events are firing. So because of this propagation bubbling concept only, it will happen. So this is all about the event bubbling in the what I can say in this event. So here we have learned about the event handler, and also we have seen about this event bubbling concept also.